If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
in the box.
Doug! It's the captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
in the box.
Doug! It's the captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Hello. Hello, my lord. Good morrow. Hello, Don. What a crap day today has been, right? Holy hell. I have so much anger and anxiety today. I'm going to make it a point this weekend. What up, Pat? I want to make it a point this weekend. Crew, I'm not going to turn the frickin' news on all weekend. I am going to bury my head in the sand. I am going to drink a lot of scotch, and I'm just not watching the freaking news. What a garbage day it has been. What an absolute butthole of a 24-hour period it has been. Just a butthole. But that's not why we're here. I have to push past all of that and think happy thoughts. Now, today's not a drinking day. Jimmy's here. Today is a water day, which makes it so much more difficult. But the good news is I have stuff to open because we sold not one, not two, but three Muppet Shows.
Go ahead, have a drink, Lolly.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
Thanks, Don. I needed that. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. This is also Icelandic. This one you can find at 7-Eleven. In a pinch, this is good. It was on sale. It's like 2 for $3.50 or $4.50 or whatever it is. It was a good enough price. If you are a veteran, or you are a real patriotic American, do yourself a favor. Don't skip today's news. Just, it's depressing. So, let's do something fun. Let's do some giveaways today. Let's open up some boxes today. Maybe even sell something out today. I gotta show you this. What? Now that these are $99.99, yeah, now we're close. So there's 4 Muppets left. There's 4 Kates left. There's a lot of those left. There's a mountain of variants left. And there will be blood. So there's stuff to do. I have been anxious eating all day. So I have a little sloth that's following my gluttony. 2 of my favorite sins. Right, Jim?
Yeah, help me.
Yeah, baby. So for these ones, if they're ones, turn them. And then you can pop them off. But that's the easiest way. You bink. God, you're handsome.
Okay, so try.
What? Stuff to do is good. Yeah, Pat, you say that again.
We have a visitor.
Oh, who dat? Are you really gonna hijack my camera?
Just guys, just make sure you guys cover that. I'm about to get copyrighted if I do that.
Okay. You know what I gotta do next, right?
Red card.
Yeah, red card, man.
Where's the...
Here. Right there.
Is there any comment?
It is Halo.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more of the Halo Omega stuff, just for me to get like a whole, army of Spartans and make awesome photo shoots. I swear, if you pop that thing in my mouth, Daddy, I will actually be so angry.
Good. Sour. Don's like, look at me, I'm hip. You've always been hip, man. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. All right. Thomas. Thomas is all about that DCD Collect show, aka Muppets. Since we can't sell it named Muppets, we have to sell it as the DCD Collect show. 'Cause laws. Let me see here. Let me see. What do we have here? Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, you're my favorite. You're my favorite. Oh, Thomas, what's up, man? What up, Kate? So, Kate, I don't know how to get this to work, but I can see Thomas over on my other screen, but he's not showing up here. So I want you to know that Thomas is here. He is hanging out in the chat. What's going on, man? How you doing? I will just utilize 2 screens today because why not? It's just let's just do it live. We're doing it live. Folks, I am excited to open these because I'm actually really excited to see the work by KP and Paul. He's in the YouTube chat. It's not crossing over. And honestly, Kate, I don't have time to fix anything right now. Let me get right about. Why is this camera doing that? Let me get right about here. Show me focus. Survey says focus. Yeah. All right. Not 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3. Thomas is doing well. It's good. There you are. Now I see you. Hey, you're on. I can go back to one screen again. Yay! Ease of use. Speaking of ease of use, that was my nickname in the Navy. DCD Collects proudly presents the DCD Collects Show. 7 of 15. Thomas, my friend, by the way, Thomas, he is still not done with Juggernaut. I don't want you to think that I don't think about it. Juggernaut is still in the works. So just giving you your heads up, man. Want you to know that I know that that is a thing. This is the one that's missing the clicker, which means that one's yours. Thoroughly used. You're welcome. Muppets. Now, Thomas, I need to ask you, do you want this opened or sealed? It is completely up to you. Let's open it. I hope it is one of the musical ones. That would make my day. That would make my day better. Ooh, Muppets Take Manhattan. It is an art pack. Oh my. Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and his assistant, Beaker. There was a Beaker reference in season 2, episode 4 of I think it was either 3, 4, or 5 of Peacemaker. There's a Beaker reference. Oh, it's Janice, the left-handed guitar player.
Mommy loves Janice.
She does.
I don't know.
Pablo Picasso. Hey, look at that. It's Kermit the Pig. You know, I feel like Kermit the Pig is very specific. Congratulations, Thomas! You're a winner! I bet I know what this is. Pigs in Space! Thank you, Jim. That was beautiful, man.
I know.
He's
I
like,
usually do.
I know.
I actually know what. So I've actually heard of Pigs in Space.
I sure hope you would. Only a good daddy would allow you to know what that is.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
That's right. That's right. You had a daddy-son duo singing that one. Thomas, there it is, man. It was sitting in the very next package, just waiting for somebody to pluck it from obscurity. And you are the plucker, you lucky plucker. Ten of 15. DCD Collects proudly presents the DCD Collects Show. Original art by Paul Maitland and Kevin P. West. Ooh, you love Brownie?
Yeah.
You know, that is going to break the heart of everybody else in the chat.
Yup. I love you guys too. But I think Brownie's more of a goat.
He's like, I love you too, but Brownie's the goat. There you go, my lord. I'm assuming we're just going to open all of them. Is that correct? Ooh. How about this? Do you want your minifig open too? Or do you want to do that yourself? Listen, minifigs can be a personal experience. I wouldn't fault you. Super Beaker 2. He's back. And this time, he's hungry. He's like, I'll do it myself. Yeah, I kind of, listen. I get it, man. There's just something satisfying about putting minifigs together. Muppet Sports. Hiking. Basketball. That is a dirty sign in England. Where's Paul Maitland? He could tell you what that means. Football and cheerleading. This is there's two sports in this photo. I like that. Oh yeah. We got music. Oh, here we go. My hair's all over and over. Clifford, oh man, I can't read that. Clifford Kravitz.
So many sprays I've tried, so much I've died, but baby, my hair's all over and over. I wear my locks with pride, sometimes parted on the side. And baby, my hair's all over and over.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Rustum developing and the grateful dread. Believe it now or not. Man, are you going to Marley?
Are you gonna go Marley? Instead of are you gonna go my way, like Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh my god, he does that. It's the guy who I think does the Amanamana.
He is, yeah. What we got here? Waggy May by Rolf Stewart. So, listen, I gotta listen, folks. I don't know if you know this. Some of you do. Some of you will not. It was only a few years ago that I learned this. There's a reason there is a soccer ball. So at the end of his shows, what he would do is he would sign soccer balls, footballs, and he would kick them into the crowd. This is a true story. He would kick them into the crowd. And that was a way to get an autograph from Rod Stewart, was to get a Rod Stewart signed football. So that was his thing to do at shows. Wake up, Waggy, I think I've got something to say to you. I know it's. Oh, are you gonna do this?
What I mean, can I do the scene?
Sure, go ahead, buddy. Do you know the song?
Oh no, I don't know.
I know it's raining out, but I really need to be walked real soon.
Wake up, Waggy. I've got to say something to you. I know it's raining out loud, but I really need to be walked real soon.
He's gotta pee.
I know you're tucked in bed all snug.
Possibly poo.
But if you want to save the rug, 3-dog night, the bagels on a bagels on a downtown gravy train. Do ya think I'm lazy? This old buck of mine. Cool, done.
Okay, so these were actually different things. This is just musical influences. 3-Dog Night and the Beagles instead of the Beatles. And his other hit records are On a Downtown Gravy Train, Do You Think I'm Lassie? Because that's Do You Think I'm Sexy? This
Hey, don't
old
say that.
buck of-
Do not say that in front of the camera.
Sexy. Okay. So listen, I know this is like very exciting for you.
Okay, goodbye.
Yes, because you were on red card and you're breaking red
Wait.
card.
Where's my thing?
This.
Oh yeah, that's my Master Chief.
Okay, love you, bye. Yeah, so there you go.
Oh my god.
I get see if I get poo on the floor. What else we got? Oh, Sweet Nose of Mine by Guns and Noses. I'm probably really gonna enjoy this one. This is one of my favorite songs ever. Like, truthfully, go listen to Sweet Child of Mine and realize how near sonically perfect this song is. You don't have to be a fan of Axl's singing. You don't have to be a fan of the genre. But if you actually, from a technical standpoint, listen to the harmony and the way the instruments come together, Sweet Child of Mine is actually like in a technical term a near perfect song. It really is. So despite what you feel about the band, that song is sensationally harmonious. Poultry in Motion Records. Oh, no, be gone. I don't know. I want to sing this one. This could be clipped and manipulated. Just that starting lyric is too much. Don, did your noise not work? Did your thing not work, buddy? You want more and it's not working for you? Okay. Yeah, it's just not working. That's whatever. Okay. I can't listen. I can't sing anywhere near what Axl Rose does. This is actually hold on. So I'm reading this in my head because I don't want to. Reading on microphone usually requires, because there's some words that are I will trip over. So let me pre-read. Okay, all right. I think I got it. I've got a nose that honks for me. It sparks a lot of inquiries from all my friends and strangers passing by. But now and then when I see my face, there's nothing that I'd erase. Wow, that's a stretch. And when I stare too long, I smile and... What? Hold on a second. And when I stare too long, I smile and give a big sigh. Oh, whoa, whoa, sweet nose of mine. I told you I'm literally tone deaf. That's not an exaggeration. That is not a joke. I am literally tone deaf. I cannot match. If you play a note, and I was in a choir, I cannot match that note. I am literally tone deaf.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
That one worked. I want to say that the Twitch clip for Prue is elegant, prettiest pickles vote nay. So only the most elegant, prettiest pickles vote nay. I guess that's Prop 50 in California. Handsome, neighborly Nikudan Prime Me. That's Axl Nose, the other hit records, Poultry City, Don't Fly, and Welcome to My Bugle. Oh, I had a Garth Brooks phase. Don't lie, most of you over the age of 40 did too. Friends with no face hole. Friends with no faces. Oh, no. I've got friends with no faces, with no eyes, no ears on the sides. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. Their heads. Wait a second. Hold on. I know the song. Okay, no, this is just really poorly done. This does not actually fit the flow of the song. It's not me. I am reading this right now and it doesn't flow. Yeah, this is the chorus, hook, whatever, and it doesn't match. They're not big on social graces, no matter what the case is. Yes, I've got friends with no faces. Yeah, that does not. It's technically the second part of the hook, and there's too many syllables for that hook. But hey, listen. I mean, it's just entertaining to hear. All right, I think we have to pull some art out of this still, too. Don't judge. You all had Garth Brooks phases. Everybody knows the live version is the best anyway. That is true. It's full crowd participation. Boom! I actually I knew this name when I was a kid. And if it wasn't for Kevin P. West writing it, I would have forgotten it. But that is Crazy Harry. One of my low-key favorite Muppets because he just blew everything up. Because you know me, I am an agent of chaos, and this is chaos incarnate in Muppet form. He and Animal, two of my faves. All right, Thomas, you got another one, and then there will be only 4 remaining. DCD Collects proudly presents the DCD Collect Show. 8 out of 15, featuring original art by Paul Mayland and Kevin P. West. All right, Thomas, let's get it. Woo, woo! All right. It's the Bride of Froggenschwein. Spawned it. We did this one before. Repeat until bored. Iggy Hop. Oy vey. Just saw that one. not funny. This is never not funny. Oh, goodness. Frog Sinatra. I would hop for you. Oh, it's not easy being purple. Meep, meep. Meep. It's funny every time. Oi. American Gothic and Whistler's Mother, which has another name. Arrangement in gray and black, that's what it is. It'll always be Whistler's Mother. Jimmy, how are you not playing Fortnite right now with all the new stuff? You're good? Hey! I know that guy. He's the one that sings the Garth Brooks song, right? Oh, goodness, hey. Hey, Thomas, I got a surprise for you, bud. Are you ready for a surprise? This is something that I didn't build this product. I did not build this product. So I was not informed of what is in this box. So, Thomas, I am going to be as surprised as you. Now, I think I have an idea what's in the box. But I did not count this amongst the things that you possibly could get. So, Thomas, my friend, you snatching up this have revealed another giveaway that is not listed anywhere. Now, knowing that this is Bunsen, I mean, I think we can guess who this is. I think we see that coming, right? This is a box that has a Paul Maitland and a Kevin P. West. You got the twofer that, I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't even aware was a thing. And clearly those two gentlemen got together to make sure it was designed to match as well. How about that? How about that? How about that? What? What? What are you singing? What are you singing? A song? Yeah, what is it? Because it sounds like it's inappropriate for a 9-year-old. What were you singing? What are the words?
I have no idea.
You have no idea what you were just singing. What were the words that you just sang? Ice? Rice. Rice?
Yeah.
Like the food?
Yeah.
All right, carry on. There you go, Thomas. Pinky in the Brain before there was Pinky in the Brain.
Daddy.
Yes.
What did you think I said?
I'm not sure, buddy. That's why I asked. It's always smart to find out before you overreact.
Oh, Daddy. I accidentally grabbed this.
Great. Put it back. I love you too. Well, Thomas, that's a heck of a haul, man. The goods. 2 hits in 3 boxes, by the way. By the way. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thomas, you're awesome. Oi. All right, that way. That's Dangles. That goes over there. Let's get a little toot. Yes, buddy.
I hope Dango likes that.
I'm sure he will. That should allow me to breathe through my nose for the next 10 minutes. Kind of. Little toot in the snoot, yeah. Mrs. the Breaker is finally succumbing to the ick fully between the con and San Diego. She was like, my throat's all scratchy today. And I was like, I'm sorry, did you take any of your vitamin booster shots? And she's like, no, I gave them all to you. So I want you to see, Mrs. the Breaker sacrificed her own health so that I could chug all 10 of the immuno booster shots that we had in the fridge. And I was like, Mrs. the Breaker, you need to take some of these. You got them. You should take them. And she's like, they're kind of for you, you immunocompromised fool. And I was like, oh, okay. Toot Snoot Boogie. Is that like the boot scootin' boogie? So I have my younger brother Nathan. Nate is great. I love Nate. Nate was very keenly interested in my military career when I was in. And anytime I would come home or have time to talk to him on the phone, he would always ask what's going on. And in case you didn't know, I tend to be quite animated and descriptive with my stories. And one of the days we were talking about something, and the yes, I'm tired. I didn't bring my A game today. That's all right. None of us did today. And we were talking about, so there was one in the naval training base of Chicago, Great Lakes. Boot camp is one side of the railroad tracks, and on the other, what up, BK? And on the other side is the training for A school, and I think B school and C school for certain engineers. And that base only had one bar on it, and that bar had a dance floor, and that bar would, every night of the week was a different genre of music, and I want to say it was Thursday was country music. And I grew up hating country music. I still am not a fan of country music. There's certain songs that I can relate to, that I like merely because I can relate to them. But for the most part, I like horror. Horror movies, I don't like horror movies. Life is scary enough. I don't need to pay somebody money to be scared more. Just read the newspaper and it's terrifying. Country music, life is freaking depressing. Like, life itself is horrific and depressing, and we must all survive it to get to the end. I don't want to pay money to listen to somebody tell me how terrible their life is. If I want to know about terrible life, I would just look inward. So country is right up there with scary movies. And just like country music, scary movies has certain movies that I like. Not because I can relate to them, because as far as you know, I'm not a murderer. But there are, things that I enjoy about them, like the camp of Freddy Krueger or the camp of Camp Crystal Lake. Like, those things are pretty funny. And he was asking me about, what kind of music they were playing on country night. Only because you're good at hiding it? Maybe. A couple of you actually already know that answer. The one of them was Way Down Yonder. And there's a lyric that I actually have come to realize I probably can't say on this channel. I may have said it before, but after further review, I'm probably not going to repeat it. It says, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a blank blank. And I remember my very young brother, he is 13 years younger than me. So he was about 7 or 8. 8 or 9. 7 or 8. Let's go with 8. Let's go with 8. Right in the middle. And I remember playing that song on the radio of my car on a CD because we were cool. We had Pioneers. And him laughing hysterically at that. That's right. Money Mitch knows it. That was the song a gym coach used to play whenever we ran. I heard that song way too many times. Saporos, I am going to match that one with another one. So, my friends that were in the military, you know that as of like 1978 or whatever, they're not allowed to beat you. And as of like the early 90s, they weren't even allowed to touch you. So disciplining in the modern military, I'm not going to get into the current military. Don't even bring it up. I don't want to swear on camera. Pete Hegseth is a turd. They would it's called cycling you. Cycling you is their way of punishing you. Since we don't really peel potatoes anymore, everything's mostly processed. They had this card, and this card had these 10. It was originally a dance. They had these 10 things, like workout regimen pieces, that were timed either X amount of like crunches or 8 count bodybuilders was one of them. You do 10 of those, and then like 2 minutes of running in place. So there was this card, and the way they organized, they actually, I swear to you, this is real. This is a true story. Anybody that is in the modern military will be able to tell you this, at least in the Navy. They actually had a doctor come up with these things that in this particular order of doing them, they would isolate different muscle groups or reuse different muscle groups, so that by the time you got to like 8 or 9, you were just in crippling pain because it would use different muscle groups that would conflict with each other, so that basically your entire body was getting one workout throughout this thing. And they would cycle you 2, 3, 4 times down that card. I've been cycled many times. And it was excruciatingly painful. That is how they punished you. So while we were getting punished, my recruit division commander, my RDC, would play R. Kelly and Keith Sweat. Was the I think it was R. Kelly and Keith Sweat. I gotta find the name of the song that they used to beat us to. Not interested, AI. All right. So I've blocked the name of the song because there is a lot of psychological damage to when, and thank God the song did not live very long. because it would probably trigger a PTSD episode. I would probably like involuntarily start doing the cycle list in order. Oh, excuse me. All right, here we go. God, I can't even recognize it. I'll have to. Here's what I will do. I will endure some PTSD. I'm gonna find the song. You know, it's funny. Like I thought about this song like 6 months ago, um, because I actually heard it was a DJ was mixing, and he mixed like the backbeat of the song, and I was like, oh, no, and it was rough. I wonder how much of this song. Hey, Kate, you'll know the answer. How much of a song can I play before I get flagged? Is it 10 seconds? You're fine if I don't save the VOD? Yeah, I unfortunately would have to save the VOD because there's stuff that was opened. Like I can literally hear the song in my head. I can't remember any of the lyrics. Otherwise, I just Google the lyrics. But the beat is what's stuck in my head. Magic the Gathering, not Marjorie Taylor Greene, if that's what you're worried about. The TMNT mashup. The song is by I want to say it's R. Kelly and Keith Sweat. I wonder if it's that song. Oh. All right, hold on. Please don't be it. Okay, it's not that one. We'll find it. Get some packs and talk to Ice Wolf. Ice Wolf has been picking up some unbelievable pieces of rock to be embedding. So he's got a stash. Don. I love Don. Don's one of the best. Let's see, videos. Pat, you do some MTG. I was around when MTG first came out. Joker's Mask, Black Lotus, like I was familiar with all of those cards growing up. We had an MTG club in my high school in the mid 90s. OG Black Lotus is stupid. Oh yeah, I've heard. Here's the thing. So I have held like 6 or 7 of those in my hands raw because like literally that was the card to play. Like if you had it, if you pulled it in your alpha deck, you were like that was like I'm gonna be one up on you here. No, I didn't see anything, Google. Ha, nerd. And that just means I know what I'm talking about. No, it's not that one either. I'll find it. I'll find it and then I'll play it and cry. Oh, wait, is that it? Back deck, front deck, poop deck, pool deck, deck of cards, checkmate. Oh, that's the song. It's R. Kelly and Keith Murray. Home Alone. That was the song they used to beat us to. It was not Keith Sweat, it was Keith Murray. Keith Murray, not Keith Sweat. So the song is called R. Kelly and Keith Murray, Home Alone. They would not supposed to, but they would beat us for hours. They would run us through the cycling card and they would mess with us. Be like, all right, hey, pick a number 1 through 10. You'd be like, 4. Good, we're gonna start with number 4. And then they would run us through the cycle. They would do it, then we go eat, and then they'd make us do it again. We had a thing in the military that if you, as a group, if your entire division screwed up or failed something, they would do something called making it rain. Making it rain is where all 60 of you, or however many it was, 56, I think was mine, in the showers, they would have you dress up in your working blues. You would have to put your pea coat on, your gloves, and you would have to PT cycle in the shower, all of us next to each other, like stacked side by side, until it rained. until the condensation from the sweat of us literally accumulated on the ceiling and dropped onto the floor. If it wasn't raining, we weren't allowed to stop. This is a completely true story, and I'm fairly certain not legal. No dress blues? No, they wouldn't want you to screw up your dress blues. Dress blues in full wool, you would ruin them. The salt would soak into that wool and it would dry and you'd have dress grays. So they would have us doing because your working uniform was meant to get dirty. They would never, they usually did not mess with you if you were in dress uniform. I know this for a fact because just in general? They'd tend to not beat us in dress uniform. I've actually had, when I was on watch, the RDC snuck in through another door, which we weren't ever told to have to watch. They would do things on purpose to make you get in trouble. It's a psychological game in the Navy. Because the Navy, you're fighting against isolation, so they would do psychological warfare against you to see who would crack or who could make it on a ship. So they would do a lot of things purposely. Like one RDC would come in and say, "Fold it like this," leave. And then the other one would come in, rip all your stuff off the shelf and say, refold it this way. And then the other one would come back and be like, "No, I told you to do it this way." Like that, they would do that on purpose. That was how they saw if you were mentally tough to be on a ship. So anyway, I'm in because you had to do the right around graduation. All of the watch duties were actually done in proper uniform. And he said, when you are done, he goes, "You are going to change into your working blues, and then you're gonna come visit me, and we're gonna cycle." So I've actually been changed out of dress uniform to be beaten. I spent longer than most people in boot camp, not because I did anything wrong necessarily, but the year I was going in, I got my GED. I decided not to take summer school classes. I just went and got my GED after my senior year, and then immediately went into the military. But when I went into the military, my GED was never put on file. And back then, you didn't even need to be a high school graduate to get in. They would put you through a course. So I get there and I'm like 6 weeks into boot camp, and they're like, "Hey, you don't have your diploma. You have to go and do this 4 weeks of school." And I'm like, I have my GED. They're like, "We don't have it on file." I'm like, "Well, it's this school. This is where I got it from." They're like, "We don't care. We're not going to look. We don't have it on file. You're just going to do these 4 weeks of classes, and we're going to give you the military equivalent of a GED." Fine. Whatever. So I was in 4 weeks longer than most recruits because I had to go through the special little training thing. Now, the cool thing about the training thing was those 4 weeks, we were not instructed and treated like normal recruits. We were our own mini division of like 8 guys. The chief that was in charge gave us all like cool nicknames. They couldn't cycle you. Like, you were there just to get this certificate. They are real good at, you are absolutely right, they're very good at losing paperwork. And like, you were treated like a human being, which actually made it worse. Because when the 4 weeks were over, you had to go to a different division than the one you were originally in, and it's called ASMOing. I don't remember what ASMO stands for. But typically, ASMO is a negative thing. If you get in trouble, they send you back multiple weeks in boot camp to redo it as a punishment. So when you get to your division and it's like, "Oh, he was ASMO'd in from 238. 168 and into 238. And they were like, "Oh, you were ASMO'd, you must be a bad dude." I'm like, "No, I was for schooling." So instantly they're like, "Oh, don't talk to him. He's got asthma." It's like, no, I went for schooling, and then on top of that, I had just spent a month being treated like a human being. To go into a place where they're purposefully not treating you like a human being was very stressful. But we got through it. I only got in trouble once. The only thing that got me, I could have been in a lot of trouble. I said something that you can't say. And somebody heard it.
My dad, I got in a Navy jail for one night.
It's true.
Because he was saying stuff bad.
Yeah.
To an officer, and
It's true.
I think my dad got drunk.
I was hammered. I did spend a night in the brig. I was telling him about the brig. I spent one night in the brig on board because the OOD, which was not a chief, the OOD was, I think, a second-class petty officer at the time. I was in Boston. It was Fleet Week. Now, picture this. Fleet Week. Boston. I'm on the USS John F. Kennedy. My shoulder rocker says Kennedy on it. I'm in dress whites. I want all of you, man and woman, to think about, picture yourself in dress uniform. And trust me, it's no secret that the Navy has the best dress uniforms. It is, we're in dress whites. We're in Boston. And the name Kennedy is on our shoulder. I did not pay for a drink all day, all night. People would read my shoulder rocker. So I probably should mention this. When you're in, you have a shoulder rocker. It's a black U shape that has the name of the ship you are assigned to on it. Your rate and rank is over here, and your ship is over here. So every time I would walk down the sidewalk, this shoulder is facing the bars on the hill. It's called the Hill in Boston. It's where they shot Good Will Hunting at the bar scenes. So I'm walking down the hill, and I got the Kennedy on, and every time I would walk by, and it's warm, it's like July or whatever, June, people would see the Kennedy and literally grab me by my square knot and be like, "Oh, you're drinking with us, you're on the Kennedy." I'm like, "Yeah, Kennedy, Boston, woo, go Bills." So we had a curfew of 2 a.m. Because at the time I was a fireman. I was a machinist mate fireman. MMFN. I had not yet got MM3, petty officer. So I'm there. So I have to be back to the ship by 2 in the morning. No, that was a lie. I had to be back by 12. I had to be back by 12 because I ended up meeting up with a chief. His name was Senior Chief. I think it was either Senior Chief or Master Chief.
Master Chief.
I think it was Senior Chief Reddick. Reddick. And he would tell people, my name is, it was Senior Chief. Senior Chief Reddick, Red Dick. And he met up with us, and we are not supposed to fraternize with people that outrank you. And he was not in my chain of command. He was, I think he was the bosun or something like that. He was topside, but not air wing. He was assigned to the ship. And we're there and we're drinking, and we end up going to this place called The Office. I don't know if it still exists. We went to The Office. That's the name of the bar. And it's a bar. It's not a dance hall. It's for drinking. You're going to the office to drink. So we get there and we're drinking, and the chiefs come in, and we're like, shoot, if higher ranking people enter a place, the lower ranking people are supposed to leave. It's the rule. So they come in, and we're chatting up some ladies. And we see the Chiefs goes, a group of Chiefs, and we're like, Scheisse. We tell the girls, hey, we got to go. We can't be here while the Chiefs are here. So we all put our drinks down. We all like start walking out. And the Chief's like, oh, shipmate, where you going? We're like, oh, Chiefs, you're here. He's like, I don't give up about the rules. You're here. Come on. You were here first. I'll buy you guys drinks. And we're like, he's like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I don't give a. And he's half in the bag. He does. He buys there was like 6 of us enlisted guys, buys us all drinks. So we're drinking. I'm 19. I should probably mention that I'm 19 years old when this is happening. But you're in Boston and you're in uniform. It doesn't matter how old you are. At least it did in 1999. So I'm getting verschnicket. And the chief, in 12 o'clock, it's like 10 to 12. We're 20 minutes away from the ship. I'm like, I'm going to be late. I got to get back. And the chief's like, you're not going anywhere. We'll go together. And I'm like, my curfew is at 12. And he's like, I don't care. You're coming with me. He goes, I'm going back at 2. He goes, I will vouch for you. And we'll go back. And I'm like, hey, I'm hammered. I'm like, let's do it. So we continue drinking till 2 a.m. We shut it down. We go back. And senior chief is stumbling drunk. So we are literally holding him up, and we got to climb the gangplank. And at the end of the gangplank is the OOD, the officer of the deck, and it could be anybody from usually it's a petty officer and above. I actually, as a fireman, had to do it for an hour because I was on duty and they were like, we don't have anybody. You got to do this for an hour. Senior chiefs are awesome. The coolest people, by the way, Money Mitch, chiefs are great. The warrant officers, those dudes are also cool. Warrant officers went through and were enlisted, and then after being enlisted, got into the officer program. So they've literally had the best of both worlds. They're usually the most down-to-earth peeps. Warrant officers have a ton of respect in the Navy. So we get on, and I'm literally like, I got senior chief's arm wrapped around my neck, and we're like going, and like we get to the officer of the deck, and he's like, he looks at us. Now, obviously, chiefs are in khaki. We're in white. He knows instantly looking at us that we're not supposed to be out that late. So, Chief Reddick is just sloshed, and he like stumbles up, and then like in a blink of an eye, takes out his ID card, holds it up, stands at perfect attention, slaps the highest salute, and says, "Permission to come aboard." And the guy's like, "Granted." And then you salute the flag, and then the officer of the deck, and then he goes, and he's like, well, and senior chief just goes, "These guys are with me," and then he walks away. So I salute the flag, I salute the OD. I was like, "Permission to come aboard," and he goes, "Hold." Yep, he goes, "What are you doing now?" I was like, we were helping senior chief. He asked us to help him. He's like, "You were helping him for 2 hours?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I start to go walk. He's like, "Hold." He's like, I was like, "Okay." He's like, have you been drinking?" I'm like, "Abso-freaking-lutely, I've been drinking." He's like, "You're not supposed to be out here." He's like, "I got to call this in." I'm like, "You don't have to call this in. Chief just vouched for us." I was like, "Let me just go to my rack." And it's over. We leave in 2 days. I'm on duty tomorrow. This is my only night out. And he's like, "No, I got to phone this in." I was like, "Come on, dude. You don't call the officer of the deck dude." Now, he wasn't even a chief, and he starts berating me. And I'm a 19-year-old drunk kid who is 8 months into his service, like two and a half months into fleet. And I was like, what was the point of him telling me he would vouch for me if that doesn't mean anything? And he's like, "Are you arguing with me?" And he didn't say the word arguing. There's a term, and I want to say it wasn't insubordinate. It's if you say something, if you talk back to them, it's not insubordinance. There's a word for it. And I don't remember what the word is. But talking back to a superior officer is beyond insubordinate. And I was doing that. So he actually called the master at arms, and they took me to the brig on the ship and said I had to spend the night in the brig, and in the morning they would decide what they're going to do with me. So I did. I passed out in the brig. I woke up, and they were like, how you feeling? I said, I am so hungover, I just want some water. And they're like, all right, you learned your lesson. Get out of here. And that was it. That was my day in the brig. So I told Jimmy that story because when we went on the Midway, the brig came up. How was it? I don't know. I slept the whole time.
Yeah, but the worst part is that we missed one single room and that was it.
Yeah, we missed the brig. I didn't want to go back and look at it again. So yeah, in the military, I'm a hard. It wasn't contempt. I don't remember what it was. It was. Hold on, I gotta find it. It was insubordination, but it wasn't insubordination.
I'm trying to get a God pack.
I can't remember what he called it now. It wasn't conduct unbecoming because I wasn't a petty officer yet. Article 89. I don't remember the term they used. It wasn't insubordination, it was something else. It was like, are you jawing me or something? It was something along those lines. Like, are you jawing me or are you blah blah blahing me?
Are you lying to me?
No.
Are you horsey?
It was like jawing or something like that. It wasn't. That wasn't the official term. It's what he said it. But it was not the word insubordination. Yeah, it doesn't show up in the verbiage of the UCMJ. Oh well, chalk it up as another thing that I don't remember from my youth.
I've heard. No, that's fake. That's fake.
Nope, I can't find it. Delinquency? No, that wasn't it.
Come on, bro, I already have that card. Oh, no, I actually don't. That's good.
Delinquent. It was delinquent. I was being delinquent. Delinquent. That's what they said. Talking back it made me delinquent. Something, it was some derivative of that. It was like delinquent. That sort of rings a bell, but it was the way he said it. I digress. That part's not important. What's important is, boy, those brigs are cold. There's no lights, and the mattress is like an inch thick. The pillow is wrapped in like a rubbery plastic.
Oh.
Not even delinquent, not even once. I wasn't even being obnoxious. I was just pleading my case. Whatever. All right. So Thomas tore through a gaggle of Muppets. Does anybody else want anything before we start to wind this down? Bless you.
God, excuse me.
See, now I got that Keith Murray R. Kelly song stuck in my head. And like I feel like involuntarily doing push-ups. It's awful. Like my shoulders and my back hurt just thinking about that song. Excuse me. Jimmy, mommy's making chuleta when we get home.
And that is
You know what chuleta is?
chicken,
No? That's pollo.
pig,
Specific part of the pig. Pork.
pork,
Chop.
wait, I know.
Pork chop's good.
Pork jobs! I said pork job.
Nope. Do 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 do. Oh, I guess we could go see what Kate and them are doing. Let me check the gate. Anybody else have anything else they want to talk about? Let me stop worrying about me. Let's worry about you. Do any of you have anything you would like to chat about, or do we move on to Kate and Dunk?
Kid and dunk.
Jimmy, your vote doesn't count.
Daddy, quick question.
Yes?
Why are you rude to me?
I'm not rude to you. You just continue to talk to me when you're not supposed to be talking to me based on our contract. I'm supposed to work. You're supposed to chill out and have fun.
Bro.
Yeah, that's why we bought all this stuff. Dude, I don't carry all 20 pounds of that stuff here for you not to use it.
Hey, I use it.
You do? You used it for 5 minutes today.
It depends if I want to.
Okay. Regardless, we out. All right, folks. Thanks, Jimmy. Say goodbye to everybody.
This is for Dangle.
Well, now he
And-
knows. Now it's not a surprise.
And sorry, and that was for nobody.
Yeah, Money Mitch. Thanks for having us over, DC.
Yes.
Thanks
yes,
for
it
tuning
was.
in, Money Mitch. All right, get out of here. You-
I
You've
love
taken
each
too
and
much
every
time.
one. Okay, goodbye, guys. Peace.
All right, folks. Just like he said, I love you all. Take care. Be safe. I hope you have a good weekend. I am going to be just drinking scotch and not paying attention to anything that's going on around me. I listen. If you like scotch, then you should probably do the same. Just do it responsibly. I love you. Take care. Be safe. Let's go hang out with Donk. He's more fun than I am.